Maria stared at the quarterly report, torn between pushing for growth and nurturing innovation. Her team whispered about burnout, while the board demanded faster results. How does one choose between these extremes? If you want to see more relevant videos, kindly subscribe to our channel, and if you want to enhance your career, please see the recommended list of the books in the description box. Every leader faces these impossible-seeming choices, where both sides seem right, but picking one feels like losing the other. The truth? Great leadership isn't about choosing between extremes, it's about walking the tightrope between them. Here are the 7 key tensions every leader must balance, and how to navigate them without falling. The first challenge is changing the old policies. For example, Raj faced resistance when he proposed changes as HR director. His team clung to old policies, but turnover was rising. How could he balance stability with necessary change? Raj piloted a flexible work policy in one department. Productivity soared and resistance faded. Lesson learned: evolution beats revolution. Change doesn't mean abandoning what works. Second challenge the leaders may face is hit your targets now. This approach emphasizes immediate results, focusing on achieving short-term goals or objectives. It's about maximizing current opportunities, meeting deadlines, and driving quick wins. While this can be highly motivating and rewarding in the moment, it may sometimes come at the expense of long-term stability or growth if over-prioritized. Build for the future. This perspective prioritizes creating a sustainable foundation for long-term success. It involves investing time and resources into strategies, systems, or skills that may not yield immediate results but are essential for future growth. While this can secure a lasting impact, it might require patience and foregoing some short-term gains. David's startup faced investor pressure to cut costs, yet he knew upskilling was vital for future success. How could he balance immediate savings with long-term readiness? David slashed non-core expenses but protected learning budgets. 2 years later, his AI-ready team outmaneuvered competitors. The lesson? Sacrifice the trivial to safeguard the vital. Trust your team emphasizes the importance of empowering and relying on team members, fostering collaboration, and leveraging their expertise. It builds morale, encourages creativity, and allows individuals to take ownership of their roles, which often leads to better outcomes. On the other hand, stay in control focuses on maintaining authority, closely monitoring progress, and ensuring that decisions align with the overall vision. While trust promotes autonomy and innovation, control ensures accountability and consistent execution. Striking a balance between trusting your team and staying in control is key to effective leadership, where guidance meets empowerment. Lena's micromanagement led to her best designer quitting. "You hired me to create," he said, "but you won't let me." How could she foster creativity without losing control? She shifted to outcome-based goals, allowing her team autonomy in execution. Creativity and morale skyrocketed. The lesson? Autonomy within alignment fosters innovation. The fourth challenge is in the data says versus. But I feel the data says focuses on relying on objective, measurable information to guide decisions, ensuring accuracy and evidence-based reasoning. On the other hand, but I feel, highlights the importance of intuition, personal judgment, and emotional insight, which can bring context and humanity to decision-making. Effective choices often require blending both, using data to inform while trusting feelings to provide perspective and balance. For example, Carlos faced conflicting data about product X. Analytics suggested a shutdown, but customer feedback told a different story. How could he balance data with intuition? Carlos dug deeper, discovering hidden loyalty. A small pivot turned product X into a niche success. Lesson learned: data illuminates, but context decides. This phrase means that while data provides valuable insights and clarity by presenting objective facts, it alone isn't enough to make the best decisions. Context, the surrounding circumstances, nuances, and human factors, plays a critical role in interpreting that data and determining the most appropriate course of action. In essence, data shines a light on possibilities, but context guides the path forward. It's a reminder that effective decision-making blends both logic and situational awareness. The fifth challenge is more output versus humans aren't robots. More output emphasizes the drive to maximize productivity and achieve higher results, often pushing individuals to work harder or faster to meet demands. On the other hand, humans aren't robots is a reminder that people need rest, creativity, and emotional well-being to function effectively. They cannot sustain endless output like machines. Balancing these two perspectives is essential. Achieving productivity while respecting human limits ensures both efficiency and long-term success. Naomi's call center was drowning in quotas, leading to absenteeism. How could she maintain productivity without sacrificing employee well-being? She introduced well-being check-ins and shorter shifts. Productivity and retention improved. The lesson? You can't pour from an empty cup. The sixth challenge is to find a balance between I need to decide versus they should own this. I need to decide reflects the leader's responsibility to make final decisions, especially in situations requiring oversight or accountability. It emphasizes taking charge and ensuring alignment with the bigger picture. On the other hand, they should own this highlights the importance of delegating decision-making to team members, allowing them to take responsibility and demonstrate autonomy. Striking the right balance between these two approaches empowers the team while ensuring that critical decisions are thoughtfully managed. Javier's inbox became a bottleneck as his company grew. Every decision waited for him. How could he empower his team without losing control? He delegated operational decisions to regional leads, maintaining strategic control. Speed increased and leaders grew stronger. Lesson: control the compass, not the path. Control the compass, not the path, means focusing on setting the direction or guiding principles rather than micromanaging every step of the journey. The compass represents the overall vision, purpose, or goals, while the path symbolizes the specific ways to achieve them. By controlling the compass, leaders empower others to navigate the path themselves, fostering creativity, autonomy, and adaptability, while ensuring that everyone remains aligned with the intended destination. It's about leading with vision rather than control. The seventh challenge is to find a balance between the customer is king versus we're not a charity. The customer is king emphasizes prioritizing customer satisfaction, valuing their needs, and going above and beyond to ensure they have a great experience. It reflects a customer-first mindset where the business thrives by keeping customers happy. On the other hand, we're not a charity reminds us that while meeting customer expectations is important, a business must also remain profitable and cannot always accommodate every demand if it negatively impacts sustainability or fairness. Balancing these perspectives is about valuing customers while maintaining clear boundaries to protect the interests of the business. Sophia's team struggled with client demands impacting profits. How could she balance customer satisfaction with business viability? He delegated operational decisions to regional leads, maintaining strategic control. Speed increased and leaders grew stronger. Lesson: control the compass, not the path. Control the compass, not the path, means focusing on setting the direction or guiding principles rather than micromanaging every step of the journey. The compass represents the overall vision, purpose, or goals, while the path symbolizes the specific ways to achieve them. By controlling the compass, leaders empower others to navigate the path themselves, fostering creativity, autonomy, and adaptability, while ensuring that everyone remains aligned with the intended destination. It's about leading with vision rather than control. She introduced value-based pricing and clear service boundaries. Quality clients stayed and margins improved. Lesson: not all revenue is good revenue. Maria realized the power of the both-and approach. She balanced short-term results with innovation and performance with well-being. Leadership is about holding tension for smarter paths. We've explored 7 tensions and their lessons. By embracing these, you'll navigate leadership challenges with grace and insight. Remember, it's not about having all the answers. Which tension do you wrestle with most? Stability versus change? People versus profits? Comment below and let's brainstorm solutions together. Your insights could help others. If you found this helpful, share it with a leader walking the tightrope. Follow for more real-world leadership insights. Together, we can grow and lead effectively.